Ancient texts describe giants so tall they drank oceans and cracked mountains. The Book of Enoch names their fathers as divine angels who abandoned heaven. Their children, the Nephilim, reached 450 feet tall and consumed all of humanity's food. Then God sent the flood and buried every last one of them beneath the water. To understand why, we go back to a moment before the flood, before the giants. Genesis chapter 6 opens with a startling and almost offhand declaration. The sons of God, it says, saw the daughters of men and desired them. These divine beings descended from heaven and abandoned their station entirely. The Book of Enoch names them 200 watchers who swore an oath on Mount Hermon. Their leader was Semjaza, who feared he alone would bear the punishment. So they all swore together, binding themselves to the decision as one. They came down, took wives, and taught humanity things it was never meant to know. Enoch lists the forbidden knowledge, weapon-making, sorcery, cosmetics, and astrology. But the children they fathered were the true catastrophe, the Nephilim. Genesis calls them mighty men of renown, heroes of an older and darker age. The Dead Sea Scrolls take this further, and the numbers become almost absurd. The Book of Giants within those scrolls describes Nephilim at 450 feet tall. For scale, that is taller than the Eiffel Tower by nearly 100 feet. The scroll also records that the Nephilim began eating everything on Earth. When the food ran out, they turned on the animals, then on the humans themselves. The Nephilim also sinned against birds, beasts, reptiles, and fish, says the text. The earth itself cried out to heaven, and the angels heard its accusation. 4 archangels, Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, and Uriel, received the divine report. God gave each archangel a task: bind the watchers and heal the earth. Raphael was sent to bind Azazel, one of the chief watchers, beneath the desert. But the Nephilim themselves could not simply be arrested, they had to be destroyed. The plan God chose was not an army or a plague, it was a flood. But first, one righteous man was warned and told to build before the rains came. The Watchers had one more secret weapon the texts almost buried. Their giant children dreamed. The Book of Giants records 2 Nephilim princes sharing terrifying prophetic nightmares. In one dream, a heavenly tablet descended and named all the Nephilim for destruction. The Nephilim sent a delegation to Enoch, begging him to intercede with God. Enoch prayed, entered a vision, and returned with a single devastating answer: denied. And so the rains began, 40 days of water that swallowed the ancient world. The Nephilim, so enormous, were also the last to drown and the most visible. But according to Enoch, their spirits did not die with their bodies. Their souls became the evil spirits that roam the earth. This was their punishment. Meanwhile, the fallen watchers were chained in darkness beneath the earth. Enoch records they will remain there until the final day of judgment. For later readers, the Nephilim became the explanation for every inexplicable ancient ruin. The giant sons of Anak in Numbers, Goliath and Samuel, the tradition never fully died. Early Christian writers debated whether the Nephilim were literal giants or metaphors, but the Dead Sea Scrolls confirmed in 1947 that these were not metaphors to their authors. Whatever they were, the ancients feared something large enough to require a global flood. The water went away, but the question of what was erased never quite did. The ancients carved these stories into stone before they had a word for mythology, because to them, this was not mythology at all. Subscribe to History Retold for the ancient histories they buried under the flood.